In the sweltering summer heat of 1930 New York City, amid the speakeasies, jazz clubs, and political machinations of the Prohibition era, a freshly appointed Supreme Court judge stepped into a taxi on West 45th Street and vanished from the face of the earth. Joseph Force Crater, a 41-year-old jurist known for his sharp legal mind, affable demeanor, and ties to the powerful Tammany Hall machine, became the subject of one of the most sensational missing persons cases in American history. Dubbed the Missingest Man in New York by tabloids that splashed his face across front pages for months, Crater's disappearance on August 6, 1930, triggered a nationwide manhunt, exposed sordid scandals involving mistresses, bribery, and organized crime, and left a void that has puzzled investigators, historians, and conspiracy theorists for nearly a century. From his last dinner with a showgirl and lawyer friend to the empty safe in his apartment containing thousands in cash and bonds, the case unfolded like a pulp novel, with leads evaporating as quickly as they appeared. Crater was officially declared dead in 1939, but no body, confession, or definitive evidence has ever surfaced, fueling theories ranging from mob execution to voluntary flight abroad. As a symbol of the corrupt underbelly of Roaring Twenties politics, Crater's story resonates with other New England enigmas, like the disguised highwayman doctors of Vermont or the spectral black dog omens haunting Connecticut's hanging hills, reminding us that even prominent figures can dissolve into legend. But what prompted a rising star in New York's judiciary to seemingly orchestrate his own exit, and why has this cold case resisted resolution despite exhaustive probes? Drawing from court records, contemporary newspaper archives, biographical studies, and declassified investigations, let's meticulously reconstruct Crater's life, the fateful night of his vanishing, the ensuing chaos, swirling theories, and the cultural legacy of a disappearance that became synonymous with eternal mystery. Joseph Force Crater was born on January 5, 1889, in Easton, Pennsylvania, into a modest Irish-American family of farmers and laborers. His father, Lemuel Force Crater, and mother, Layla Virginia Montague Crater, raised him in a devout Methodist household that emphasized education and hard work. Young Joseph excelled academically, attending Lafayette College in Easton, where he graduated in 1910 with a degree in philosophy and classics. He continued at Columbia Law School in New York City, earning his law degree in 1913 and passing the bar shortly after. Crater's early career was unremarkable but steady. He clerked for a Manhattan firm, specialized in corporate law, and built a reputation for diligence and charm. By the 1920s, he had risen to partner at his firm, handling high-profile clients in real estate and banking. Crater's entry into politics was facilitated by his marriage in 1917 to Stella Mance Wheeler, a beautiful and socially connected woman he met while representing her in a divorce case. Stella, from a well-to-do family, provided entree into New York's elite circles. The couple settled in a luxurious Fifth Avenue apartment at 45th Avenue, enjoying the city's vibrant social scene, Broadway shows, speakeasies, and summer retreats to their main cottage in Belgrade Lakes. Childless, they appeared the epitome of jazz-age success, though whispers of Crater's extramarital affairs with showgirls like June DeVoe and Sally Lou Ritz hinted at strains. Crater's big break came through Tammany Hall, the Democratic political machine controlling New York City under bosses like Charles F. Murphy. In April 1930, Governor Franklin D. Roosevelt appointed Crater to fill a vacancy on the New York Supreme Court, a plum position amid scandals rocking the judiciary. Crater's $22,500 salary, about $400,000 today, and lifetime tenure seemed secure, but his rapid ascent raised eyebrows. He had withdrawn $20,000 from his accounts just before the appointment, fueling rumors of a bribe to Tammany. As a judge, Crater handled routine cases but was entangled in the corrupt ecosystem, where judicial seats were often bought. The disappearance unfolded on a typical Wednesday, August 6, 1930. Crater, vacationing in Maine with Stella since early July, returned to New York on August 3 for business. He spent days in his office at the New York County Courthouse, withdrawing $5,150 from his bank, equivalent to $90,000 today, and cashing 2 checks for $3,000 each. He instructed his law clerk, Joseph Mara, to collect these funds and meet him at the apartment. Crater also packed 2 briefcases with files, telling Mara he'd return to Maine soon. That evening, Crater dined at Billy Haas Chop House, or sometimes reported as the Club Abbey, on West 45th Street with his friend William Klein, a lawyer, and Klein's girlfriend, Sally Lou Ritz, a Ziegfeld Follies showgirl and Crater's alleged mistress. The trio enjoyed steaks and conversation, Crater appeared relaxed, mentioning theater tickets for dancing partner, but declining to join them. Around 9:15 p.m., he hailed a taxi outside, telling the driver, Westchester Theater, or perhaps his apartment, accounts vary. The cabbie later confirmed dropping him off, but Crater was never seen again. Stella, waiting in Maine, grew worried when Crater missed their planned reunion. She phoned friends. By August 9, Mara alerted authorities, but Tammany Connections delayed a formal missing persons report until August 25. The search exploded. Police scoured train stations, airports, and borders. Rewards reached $5,000. Newspapers offered sensational coverage, dubbing him the Missingest Man. Detectives uncovered scandals. Crater's multiple mistresses, including Ritz and Constance Marcus, withdrawals totaling $23,000, possibly payoffs, and ties to Tammany corruption, including a questionable sale of a receivership. His safe held insurance policies but no will. Thousands in cash vanished. The investigation, led by NYPD's Missing Persons Bureau under Captain Frank Rizzo, involved 100 detectives interviewing hundreds. Leads poured in. Sightings in Canada, Cuba, Europe, anonymous letters claiming murder. A grand jury convened in 1931 but indicted no one. Stella hired private eyes, facing harassment from reporters and opportunists. In 1937, she found a locked drawer in their apartment with $30,000 in cash, bonds, and policies, hidden for years. Theories abound. Murder by mob, mistresses, associates. Crater's affairs and Tammany links suggest hits by gangster Oni Madden or a jealous boyfriend. Ritz's disappearance fueled speculation. Voluntary disappearance. Financial troubles or scandal fear. He fled with funds, perhaps to Europe or as a hermit. Sightings persisted into the 1950s. Political assassination. Tammany silencing him over corruption knowledge, especially amid Seabury investigations exposing judicial bribes. Suicide. Depression from scandals, body dumped in the river. Accident. Hit and run or medical event, body disposed to avoid scandal. No theory holds definitive proof. Crater was declared dead on June 6, 1939, 9 years post-disappearance, per law, allowing Stella to inherit. She died in 1966, insisting on murder. Culturally, Crater's vanishing became folklore. Pull a crater means to disappear. Inspired books like Richard Toffel's Vanishing Point, 2004, films, and TV episodes, e.g., The Simpsons. In true crime podcasts and documentaries, it symbolizes unsolved Golden Age mysteries. In New York's lore, paralleling New England's enigmas like Vermont's hidden pasts or Connecticut's phantoms, Crater's case warns of power's perils. Like the River Valley Killer or Island Axe murders in our series, it lingers as a ghost of unresolved justice. Stroll Midtown Manhattan. Imagine a judge stepping into oblivion. Coincidence? Or a cab to nowhere?